How's it going? I'm just out on a quick evening walk with the boys and thought I'd jump on and respond to some comments and see how you're all liking the videos, and realised I've hit 200 subscribers, so really chuffed with that. Thanks to everyone who's hit the subscribe button. Hope you're enjoying it. If not, well, I don't know. I just thought to celebrate. I've got some footage actually from when me and Sarah went to Greece earlier in the year. So yeah, a bit of a random one for you, but I just thought I'd stick it up there. For those who are new to the channel, I've got a drowning dog in the background. One and two. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, so for those who are new to the channel, currently got just back from a couple of weeks in Wales, so I got loads of footage from that. I'm going to start putting videos out every Sunday, so there's another one coming this Sunday for that. Some really good trips down there, including a first ever for me on a fish that I've been targeting all year. So really enjoyed that. That'll be out in a couple of weeks. And yeah, in 2 weeks' time, me and the boys are off to Cabo in Mexico, chasing marlin, roosters, hopefully some tuna, and basically anything that's out there in the water really. We've got a couple of guided trips set up, a couple of charter trips set up hopefully, and then the rest of it we're just going to wing. So if you're not following me on Instagram, get over on Instagram. I'll put the link in the description to my Instagram page. Get over on that for all the latest stuff. I'll put loads of stuff on my story for that. Otherwise, yeah, I'll roll them clips. This is fishing in Greece. Oh, just while I've got you, let me show you where I am. So this is right on my doorstep. Now, I've never really freshwater fished. It's never really appealed to me sitting by a pond. But it got me thinking, out of the people who have subscribed and watch these videos, how many of you are pure saltwater anglers like me, and how many of you freshwater fish as well? Because, must admit, it does keep crossing my mind, with the cost of fuel, it'd be a lot cheaper and a lot easier just to come here for a couple of hours. So if I was to mess about and try out a bit of freshwater fishing, would you be interested? Would you watch? Drop in the comments below, let me know. Are you saltwater only, or do you do a mix of fishing? Anyway, I'll roll on them clips now. Hope you enjoy. Catch you later. What a way to ruin your intro video. Casual. Welcome back. Something a little bit different on this video. We're in Crete. It's the beginning of April. As you can see, the sun's just coming up. We're in Georgiopolis. I know I've pronounced that wrong, so apologies. But yeah, this video, we're going to see if we can successfully lure fish on Crete. Let's quickly talk tackle. We pull a backpack. Sonic Dominator X 9-foot spinning rod, 15 to 40 gram, 4-piece. Shimano Sienna 4000 with 20-pound braid, 30-pound shock leader. And then for lures today, I'm going to be using a small selection of metals and plastics. Fish down there. So you can't drop this on the nose. see him. I don't know if you can see all of them. I'll have a look, but yeah, there's a massive shoal of sprats, whether they're little herring or whatever they are. But I mean, even then, there's nothing chasing them. So there are fish out there. Obviously, just not feeding. Anyway, next spot. Have a walk along that beach. See if all that crap that I showed you earlier. See if you can get through that on that beach. And then we're going to head round onto those rocks and try and get on that point over there somewhere, see if we can get in some deeper water. There are fish. So I broke off once again, and I was stood on that bridge there, tying my shock leader on, and I got a mouthful of braid and shock leader. Local guy with a couple of fishing rods came walking past, and he says, "Oh, you fish, you fish?" I says, "Yeah, try." He says, "No fish." He says, come with me, many fish." And like I say, I had a mouthful of shock leader and braid and whatever, and was in a right tangle, and he's took off. So I'm going to play catch up now, try and catch him up. Got no idea where I'm being led. Just gotta trust him. Might be leading me to my death. He's certainly a lot more kitted out than I am. I've got bloody booties on, and yeah, this is what we're climbing across. But follow the master. We're here on the side of a cliff face. It's roughly where I wanted to fish. I probably wouldn't have made it this far if it hadn't been for my little, I'm going to refer to him as my little leprechaun friend, who just appeared out of nowhere, said, "You fish, come with me, many fish." And that's the story. Feeling like a complete tourist, because my mate over there is, well, I guess he's dressed as I would to go fishing in spring. He's got hat on, jacket on, trousers on, boots on, and I'm here in shorts, booties, and I've just spent 20 minutes putting bloody sun cream on. But here we are. Well, we've had half an hour here now, and to be honest, the swell's just too much. I'm only fishy. I've got up to about 40 gram lures, and they're not holding any sort of depth. I mean, look at that rolling in. So yeah, we're going to head back towards the hotel, see if we can get back around that corner. Find a bit more sheltered ground. Another new mark, just round the corner from where we were, around that point where you can see the sets rolling in. It's a lot more sheltered. Obviously there's where we were fishing the beach. That's the entry into the harbour. So still looks like some decent depth of water, just a little more sheltered, so we'll have a go here. Oh, I tell you, I'm so glad to get on this little path. Booties are not the one for fishing volcanic rock like this. Oh, feels like I've been trampling on razor blades all morning. I think top tip for you, if you plan on coming fishing out in Crete, get something, bring something a bit more sturdy than booties. I think I'll have to strap the Crocs up for any future sessions. Just walking back to the hotel. They're casual. Hey, buddy. I mean, there are worse places to be. That sun is getting really strong, so, and I haven't had a bite yet, so I'm going to give it 5 more casts. The lucky number 5. 5 more casts, and then call it quits. Head for a beer, I think. Won't be fishing here. This is looking a bit more like it. Still breezy, but it's a bit more sheltered. Now, once you're down here, it's still fairly windy. As you can see, there's still a fair surf on. It's a nice spot though. Missus is happy. Oh well, on to the next one. Well, it's a shame about this wind because this looks lovely and fishable, but as you can see, there's some big sets rolling in. We have got about 4k walk back to the car, so I think we're going to give this spot a miss. Go on now, long enough. Go on, you'll do it. 3, 2, 1, go! 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 Go on. No, I'm videoing. I'm cameraman. Well, after a couple of failed attempts, a couple of failed locations, finally found this lovely little harbour. It's nicely sheltered, and as you might be able to see, we're fishing straight into some deep water. So managed to park the trusty steed just there. I'm going to give it an hour or so. It's just gone 5 o'clock, so about 2 hours till it goes dark. I'm going to work my way along the shorefront a little bit. Might try inside the harbour, give that a quick crack, and then we'll shoot on a bit further around the headland. Put a little Toby on. I'm gonna head down to the end of the breakwater here on the harbour and have a go off here for 20 minutes or so. I think there's a couple of guys fishing off the harbour wall over there, so there's got to be fish about. It just depends on what they're feeding on. Now that's a nice little yacht. Don't mind the money of that in my back pocket. Does anybody else find that after a snap off you get really timid with your casts for the first couple until you settle back into a rhythm? I know I do. It doesn't help that these tobies, they're almost like a spoon, and they do tend to catch the wind quite a bit. It slows them down. They don't cast as well as those little 12 gram, 18 gram metals, and I think these are about 28 gram. Still go well on this little rod. It's a nice light setup. And then last but not least, surf seems to have died down a bit, so we'll have a go on the beach. And for the beach, I've swapped to the old trusty Dexter wedge, which is probably one of my favourite metals out of everything that I've got. They're cheap, they're handy, and they catch fish. They're probably my most successful lure that I've ever used. So get a crack at this. So after a fairly unsuccessful week's shore fishing with the lures, we noticed down in the harbour that you could rent your own boat. So we've rented the boat for 3 hours. We're going to go see some nice beaches, but where there's a will, there's a way. Just having a nice steady cruise. We've got the lures out the back. Don't forget, I've only got a 15 to 40 gram spinning rod, so as you can see, it's putting a fair bend on it, just with a Rapala on the stretched out the back. So yeah, the plan for today is do a bit of trolling, getting close to some nice rock marks, see if we can't get some lures into some rocks, see if we can tend something out. I've relinquished fishing duties. She said I'm crap, so she's going to do better. I hope she does.
I mean, with those first bits of plastic.
Yep. Loads of excitement for a second there. Unfortunately, it's one of them plastic ones. Don't now drop it down, you'll snap the rod. The excitement of catching that plastic bag. Gonna change tactics slightly. I've relinquished the driving. I'm better off. I'm gonna get on tying a little Dexter wedge. Have a bit of a trawl around this bay. Well, this really is the last chance saloon now. Sun's just setting. It's Thursday evening. We fly home in 4 hours. We've got a bit of time to kill, so we just randomly stumbled across this little bay, and seen a few fish jumping. So yeah, I'm gonna have one last chuck now. I've stripped all my shock leader off. I've got some £20 mono on instead of shock leader. I've got I've gone for the smallest lure I've got in my box, which is a little 12-gram metal. I'm going to have a bit of a chug.
Can confirm there are fish.
There are fish, you just can't catch any. Oh, there you go, look.
Just for confirmation, would you like me
Look.
to record them?
Yeah, please. So yeah, Greece, lovely place to fish. Bit disappointed and slightly shocked, to be honest, that hold on a minute. Apologies. Yeah, a bit shocked that didn't even get a nibble, not even a knock the whole trip. But lovely place to fish. Would I recommend taking your rods? Always. Yeah, you never know what you're going to get. And for those worried, this is disused. Well, it's not disused. It's a tourist trap. So no danger of getting run over tonight. Anyway, thanks for watching. As always, look after yourselves, and until next time, tight lines.